To get started, I'm going to be using my loom bands, my beads, my S-clip, or you could use a C-clip, the hook, and the attachment for making a two-sided bracelet. So before I start making the actual bracelet, I want to take the loom bands, and then one by one I want to attach the beads to the loom bands, and this will just make it easier as I go along. So I want to thread the loom band through the centre of the bead, and then just pull it out a little bit at each side, and then just do this for as many beads as you think you will need to make your bracelet. So now I've threaded loom bands onto all but one of the beads, and for the last bead you're going to need 2 loom bands going through it. So that might be a little bit tricky to pinch them both and get it through depending on the size of the centre of your bead. So if you've got a centre that won't accommodate that very well, what you can do is take a little bit of string or embroidery thread, as I'm using here, or even just a bit of regular thread, and loop that through your loom bands, and then take the ends, just match the ends up, and then you want to thread the ends through your bead, and then pull that up to the end of your bead, and then just pinch the loom bands as you pull it through, and you should be able to pull both your loom bands through the centre of your bead so that you have 2 attached to one of your beads, and then you can just remove the embroidery thread and then you've got that ready. So to get started, you want to take your S-clip or your C-clip and the bead that you attach 2 loom bands to, and then you want to take one of your loom bands and you want to attach this to your clip. Like that. And then you want to take the other loom band and you want to attach this to your tool. And then you can pull there, or you can let it go down the centre if you prefer. And then you can take the next colour in your sequence and you want to attach this to the tool as well. And then you can take your hook and take the bottom loom band and bring it over the top loom band. And then just push that down, and then take your next colour and do the same thing again. And then repeat with your next colour. And you want to keep adding your colours until you've got the bracelet as long as you want it. So once you've attached all your beads and loom bands, you can take your S-clip and you want to attach it to the band there, and then attach it to the band there, and then you can remove it. And you should end up with something that looks like this.